Hey, what's up guys? Steve here. The weekly auction covered in today's video is on the graphic above, and thanks again for all the continued support on the channel, everyone. And we'll kick today's list off at number 50 with this 1992 Hoops USA Michael Jordan, card number 341. This was a PSA 10 that received 8 bids, and it sold for $55.20. Up next at number 49 is this 1992 Skybox USA Basketball Magic on Michael Jordan, card number 105. This was a PSA 10 that received 7 bids, and it sold for $60. Coming in at number 48 is Michael Jordan's 1994 Topps Embossed Golden Idols, card number 121. This Jordan that was authenticated by CGC received 16 bids, and it also sold for $60 even. Up next at number 47 is Michael Jordan's 1994 Finest, card number 331. This was a PSA 7 that received 7 bids, and it sold for $62.40. Coming in at number 46 is this 1992 Fleer Sheets Inside Stuff Perforated Michael Jordan, card number 32. This was a PSA 9 that received 17 bids, and it sold for $64.80. Up next at number 45 is this 1992 Skybox USA Basketball Michael Jordan, card number 43. This was a PSA 10 that received 8 bids, and it sold for $74.40. Coming in at number 44 is this 1992 Skybox USA Basketball Michael Jordan, card number 39. This was a PSA 10 that received 7 bids, and it also sold for $74.40. Up next at number 43 is Michael Jordan's 1992 Skybox USA Basketball, card number 41. This was a PSA 10 that received 8 bids, and it sold for $76.80. And make that 4 straight at number 42 with this 1992 Skybox USA Basketball Michael Jordan, card number 45. This was a PSA 10 that received 9 bids, and it sold for $79.20. Coming in at number 41 is this 1993 Hoops Scoring Leaders featuring Michael Jordan, card number 283. This was a PSA 10 that received 21 bids, and it sold for $79.20. And kicking off the top 40 of today's list is Michael Jordan's 1993 Ultra, card number 30. This was an SGC 10 that received 18 bids, and it also sold for just short of $80. Coming in at number 39 is this 1992 Upper Deck Michael Jordan MVP, card number 67. This was a PSA 10 that received 38 bids, and it sold for $84. Up next at number 38 is this 1992 Skybox USA Basketball Michael Jordan, card number 42. This was a PSA 10 that received 10 bids, and it also sold for $84 even. Coming in at number 37 is this 1992 Skybox USA Basketball Michael Jordan, card number 40. This was a PSA 10 that received 12 bids, and it sold for $86.40. Up next at number 36 is this 1992 Skybox USA Basketball Michael Jordan, card number 37. This was a PSA 10 that received 12 bids, and it sold for $86.40. Coming in at number 35 is this 1993 Hoops 5th Anniversary Gold Michael Jordan, card number 28. This was an SGC 10 that received 17 bids, and it also sold for $86.40. Up next at number 34 is this 1992 Upper Deck Michael Jordan, card number 425. This was a PSA 10 that received 24 bids, and it sold for $91.20. Coming in at number 33 is this 1992 Skybox USA Basketball Michael Jordan, card number 44. This was a PSA 10 that received 13 bids, and it sold for $93.60. And we get our first basketball card from the 1980s at number 32 with this 1988 Fleer Michael Jordan All-Star, card number 120. This was an SGC 8 that received 22 bids, and it sold for $96 even. Coming in at number 31 is this 1992 Upper Deck featuring Michael Jordan, card number 62. This was a PSA 10 that received 15 bids, and it sold for $98.40. And kicking off the top 30 of today's list is Michael Jordan's 1992 Skybox USA Basketball, card number 38. This was a PSA 10 that received 18 bids, and it also sold for just short of $100. Coming in at number 29 is this 1992 Fleer Michael Jordan, card number 238. This was a PSA 10 that received 12 bids, and it sold for $100.80. And we're headed back to the late 1980s at number 28 with Michael Jordan's base card from the 1989 Fleer basketball set with card number 21. This was an SGC 9.5 that received 21 bids, and it also sold for just over $100. Coming in at number 27 is Michael Jordan's 1993 Upper Deck card number 204. This was a PSA 10 that received 15 bids, and it sold for $103.20. Up next at number 26 is this 1992 Skybox Michael Jordan, card number 31. This was a PSA 10 that received 15 bids, and it sold for $110.40. Coming in at number 25 is this 1992 Skybox Michael Jordan, card number 314. This was a PSA 10 that received 19 bids, and it sold for $120. Up next at number 24 is this 1994 A Question of Sport UK Michael Jordan. This was a PSA 10 that received 27 bids, and it sold for $144. Coming in at number 23 is Michael Jordan's 1992 Hoops Supreme Court, card number SC1. This was a PSA 10 that received 17 bids, and it sold for $150. Up next at number 22 is this 1992 Hoops Michael Jordan, card number 30. This was a PSA 10 that received 20 bids, and it also sold for $150. Coming in at number 21 is this 1992 Skybox Olympic Team Michael Jordan, card number USA 11. This was a PSA 10 that received 24 bids, and it sold for $180. And kicking off the top 20 of today's list is Michael Jordan's 1993 Stadium Club Beam Team Members Only, card number 4. This Jordan that was authenticated by CGC received 16 bids, and it sold for just over $200. Coming in at number 19 is this 1992 Fleer Michael Jordan, card number 246. This was a PSA 10 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $210. Up next at number 18 is this 1992 Stadium Club Michael Jordan, card number 210. This was a PSA 10 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $216. Coming in at number 17 is Michael Jordan's 1992 Fleer card number 32. This was a PSA 10 that received 15 bids, and it sold for $240. Up next at number 16 is this 1992 Michael Jordan Panini sticker, sticker number 128. This was a PSA 10 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $252. Coming in at number 15 is this 1992 Fleer Team Leader Michael Jordan, card number 4. This was a PSA 8.5 that received 26 bids, and it sold for $264. Up next at number 14 is Michael Jordan's base card from the 1990 Fleer basketball set with card number 26. This was a PSA 10 that received 29 bids, and it sold for $300 even. Coming in at number 13 is this 1994 Collector's Choice Checklist Michael Jordan Gold Signature, card number 420. This was a PSA 8 that received 17 bids, and it sold for $348. Up next at number 12 is this 1992 Fleer Michael Jordan, card number 273. This was a PSA 10 that received 36 bids, and it sold for $360. Coming in at number 11 is Michael Jordan's 1992 Stadium Club, card number 1. This was a PSA 10 that received 21 bids, and it sold for $372. Up next is Michael Jordan's 1992 Fleer All-Star card number 6. This was an SGC 8 that received 12 bids, and it sold for just short of $50. For one of the weekly regulars that missed the top 50, I found this 1992 Fleer Total D Michael Jordan, card number 5. This Jordan insert that was authenticated by CGC received 17 bids, and it sold for $48 even. Up next is Michael Jordan's base card from the 1992 Topps basketball set with card number 141. This was an SGC 10 that received 11 bids, and it sold for $45.60. Up next is this 1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan card number 44. This was an SGC 10 that received 9 bids, and it sold for $43.20. For our 5th bonus card, I found this 1990 Skybox Michael Jordan, card number 41. This was an SGC 9.5 that received 11 bids, and it sold for $27.60. And for our 6th and final bonus card, we get this 1991 Hoops McDonald's USA Michael Jordan, card number 55. This was an SGC 9.5 that received 7 bids, and it sold for $26.40. And kicking off the top 10 of today's list is this 1992 Stadium Club Beam Team Members Only Michael Jordan, card number BT1. This was a BGS 8.5 that received 30 bids, and it sold for $480. Up next at number 9 is this 1991 Clio Michael Jordan Valentines. This was a PSA 10 that received 36 bids, and it sold for $780. Coming in at number 8 is Michael Jordan's 1994 Skybox Emotion Intense, card number 3. This was a PSA 10 that received 15 bids, and it sold for $1,200. Up next at number 7 is this 1987 hand-cut Michael Jordan, card number 34. This was a PSA 7 that received 19 bids, and it also sold for $1,200. Coming in at number 6 is Michael Jordan's base card from the 1987 Fleer basketball set with card number 59. This was a PSA 9 that received 20 bids, and it sold for $1,680. And kicking off the top 5 of today's list is this 1989 Hoops Michael Jordan All-Star Auto, card number 21. This auto that was authenticated by Beckett received 43 bids, and it sold for $3,720. Up next at number 4 is this 1988 Fleer Michael Jordan All-Star Auto, card number 120. This auto that was authenticated by Beckett received 32 bids, and it sold for $5,760. Coming in at number 3 is this 1989 Fleer Michael Jordan Auto, card number 21. This auto that was also authenticated by Beckett received 39 bids, and it sold for $6,900. Up next at number 2 is this 1987 Fleer Michael Jordan Auto, card number 59. This card that was authenticated by PSA received 46 bids, and it sold for $9,600. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 1987 Fleer Michael Jordan Sticker Auto, card number 2. This was a BGS 7.5 that received 57 bids, and it sold for just short of 10 grand. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.